Hello and welcome everyone in this brand new tutorial of Bachelor First Year English. हामी अहिले पेन्डेमिक सिचुएसनमा छौं र अहिले हामीले फिजिकल क्लास लिनको लागि इट्स इम्पोसिबल. हामीले अहिले त्यो क्लास लिन सक्दैनौ, isn't it? So that this is the only medium, this is the only way to learn. This is also known as the distant education. हामी यो distant education नै सिक्दै छौं, दूर शिक्षा भन्छौं हामी. Okay? र from last video, हाम्रो अघिल्लो भिडियोबाट we have started to discuss about various chapters from the book Flax-Golden Tales. Okay, so today is the second day that we have been discussing on Flax-Golden Tales. So in this particular chapter, as it is discussed in our earlier video, we will be talking about a very wonderful story, that is Yudhisthira's wisdom. Okay, so we are going to discuss about Yudhisthira's wisdom, and today under that particular topic we will be trying to find out all those four different methods of interpretation. Okay, हामीले त्यो चारवटै मेथडलाई अप्लाई गरेर त्यो स्टोरीलाई बुझ्न ट्राई गर्छौं. At first we will learn about the context. After that we will read we will learn the story of the text, plot line we say. Okay, and after that we will try knowing the meaning of the text. After that we will go for the critical review of the text. Okay, so these things will be discussed in today's classroom. That's why the video is very important for us. When the Pandavas were defeated in that pasa, okay, जब त्यो पाण्डवहरु चाहिँ जुवा खेलमा हारे, after that they got one punishment, सजाय पाए, and that punishment was 14 years long exilement. Exilement means to chase away from the palace, or देशबाट टाढा लखेट्नु. उनीहरुलाई देश निकाला गरियो, and they were sent to a jungle, र उनीहरुलाई जंगलमा लगियो. We know that this story has been taken from the famous Hindu epic, the Mahabharata. यो महाभारतबाट लिएको हो. Okay, so there is no author actually. We don't know the author of Mahabharata. महाभारत कसले लेख्यो हामीलाई थाहा छैन. That's why the story is unnamed. Okay, or let's say the story doesn't have the writer. Okay, यसको चाहिँ writer छैनन्. So anonymous writer we can say. Okay, means we don't need to mention the name of the writer, but how the story came into existence, we know the concept very well now, isn't it? मैले अहिलेसम्म concept दिइसके. Now let's go, what is there inside the story? Okay, what happens is one day the Pandava brothers were sitting under a tree. Okay, they were sitting under a tree. उनीहरु रुखमुनि बसिरहेका थिए, and suddenly they saw a golden deer. Okay, सुनौलो खालको एउटा मृग देखे. After that they had a desire to kill that deer. उनीहरुले त्यो मृगलाई मार्ने इच्छा राखे. Okay, so what happened is they started chasing the deer. उनीहरुले त्यो deerलाई लखेट्न थाले. They chased and chased and chased and chased. They chased continuously, and suddenly the deer got disappeared from their sight. Okay, उनीहरुले लखेट्दै थिए लखेट्दै अचानक त्यो deer चाहिँ that got disappeared from their eyesight. उनीहरुले देख्न छोडे. है, लामो समय भएको थियो चेज गरेको, लखेटेको. They were very much tired and they sat under a tree. फेरि उनीहरु एउटा रुखमुनि बसे. After that, okay, what happened is Pandava brothers sat under a tree, and Yudhisthira is the eldest one. Okay, Yudhisthira चाहिँ त्यो पाँच जना दाजुभाइ मध्येको सबभन्दा जेठा हुन्. Okay, so he ordered Sahadev to find out the source of water because they were thirsty as well. Okay, ल पानीको मूल कहाँ छ पत्ता लगाऊ, हामी पानी पिउनु पर्छ. He said, and he sent Sahadev. उले सहदेवलाई पठाए. But Sahadev did not return for so long. लामो समयसम्म सहदेव फर्किएनन्. After that he sent, means Yudhisthira sent Nakul. नकुललाई पठाए. He also did not come back. उ पनि आएन. Okay, after that he sent Arjun. Arjun also did not come back. Then he sent Bhim. Bhim also did not come back. चार जनालाई पठाइसके चारै जना they did not come back. After that Yudhisthira himself decided to go in search of his brothers and the source of water. Okay, र त्यसपछि चाहिँ युधिष्ठिर आफै म अब चाहिँ भाइ पनि खोज्नु पर्यो पानी पनि खोज्नु पर्यो किन आएनन् यति बेरसम्म आर दे इन सम सर्ट अफ डिफिकल्टी के यिनीहरू कुनै एउटा समस्यामा त परेका छैनन् देन ही वेन्ट ओके त्यहाँबाट उ गयो after searching them for some time he saw a very beautiful pond okay उले एकदमै सुन्दर पोखरी देख्यो and he went over there to kill his thirst उले आफ्नो तिर्खा मेटाउनको लागि त्यहाँ गयो as soon as he reached that particular pond he saw his four brothers lying unconsciously okay बेहोस भएर लडिरहेको देख्यो okay so when Yudhisthira saw his brothers lying unconsciously once he became very upset okay एकदमै upset भयो after that he wanted to drink water because he was thirsty एकदमै तिर्खाएको थियो so he wanted to drink water okay and then when he was about to get some water from the pond जब उले त्यो पोखरीबाट अलिकति पानी लिन खोजेको थियो then a voice came from somewhere else कहीँ बाहिरबाट एउटा आवाज आयो the sound was audible but no people were seen around आवाज आएको थियो तर मान्छे कोही पनि थिएनन् okay and the voice said not to drink water until and unless Yudhisthira gives answer to the question okay मैले सोधेका क्वेशनको आन्सर नभनिकन you are not supposed to drink water तिमीले पानी खान पाउँदैनौ if you drink ignoring my command you will also be like your brothers यदि तिमीले मैले भनेको मानेनौ भने मैले भनेको अर्डरलाई मानेनौ भने तिमी पनि तिम्रो भाइहरू जस्तै हुन्छौ and after that Yudhisthira dared to answer the question okay and you can see the questions and answers here okay these were the three questions asked by that unknown person to Yudhisthira and the answer you can see in the board itself okay यहाँ हेर्न सकिन्छ answer okay so very simple questions and very logical questions were asked okay दिमाग लगाउनु पर्ने खालका क्वेशनहरु सोधिएका थिए but tactfully एकदम चलाखी पूर्वक he gave the answer and after that from the pond there came one god yaksha okay yaksha भन्ने देवता आए sea god पनि भन्छौं हामीले जल देवता पनि भन्छौं यक्षलाई हामीले he came okay and then he said to Yudhisthira that yaksha was very much impressed by the answer okay म तिम्रो आन्सरबाट अत्यन्त प्रभावित भए युधिष्ठिर भनेर यक्षले भने and then yaksha said Yudhisthira to wake one of his brothers तिम्रो आन्सरबाट म प्रसन्न भए I will make one of your brothers alive म तिम्रो यी चार जना लडिरहेका मध्ये एक जनालाई चाहिँ म जीवित बनाइदिन्छु tell whom to make alive म कसलाई चाहिँ जीवित बनाइदिऊ after that Yudhisthira said please make Nakul alive नकुललाई चाहिँ जीवित गराइदिनु होला and after that Yaksha questioned why Nakul why not Bhim why not Arjun and Yudhisthira said okay I have two mothers मसँग दुई जना आमा हुनुहुन्छ one is Kunti and another is Madri okay Kunti र Madri दुई जना आमा हुनुहुन्छ from Kunti's side I am alive म कुन्तीको साइडबाट त म alive छु but from Madri's side nobody that's why I want Nakul to be alive त्यही भएर म नकुल चाहिँ alive हुन भन्ने चाहन्छु after hearing this answer okay after hearing this answer Yaksha got very much impressed by the answer okay यही आन्सरबाट चाहिँ यक्ष एकदमै प्रभावित भए and after that Yaksha said okay I am not Yaksha actually I am your father Yama म तिमीहरुको बुवा यमराज हुँ okay I am your father Yama and I'm very much I was taking your examination whether you are taking care of your brothers properly or not तिमीले आफ्ना भाइहरुको हेरचाह properly गरिरहेका छौ कि छैनौ भनेर म चेक गरिरहेको थिएँ and I am pleased म एकदमै खुसी भएँ यति भनिसकेपछि okay यम made all of his brothers alive and said, Yudhisthira, that you are passed in the examination, but you are in exile period. तिमी तिम्रो एक्जामिनेसनमा त पास भयो, but you are still in exile period. तिमी आफ्नो चाहिँ वनवासकै समयमा छौ, but I will guide you how to live the remaining exile life. अब तिम्रो बाँकी वनवास कसरी बिताउने भन्ने बारेमा I will give you a beautiful lesson as well. And then after that, what happened is Yama got disappeared. Okay, त्यसपछि Yama disappeared bhaye. So this is the story. Okay, so up to here we have completed introduction to the chapter, context of the text, and plot line, storyline as well. Okay, now next thing we have to discuss is interpreting the text, isn't it? अब text लाई कसरी interpret गर्ने त, यसलाई कसरी बुझ्ने भन्दाखेरि obviously Yudhisthira was in exile. Okay, but if he had not taken the wise decision, okay, उसले चाहिँ वाइज डिसिजन नलिएका थिए भने all of his brothers might die. उसका भाइहरू पनि मर्न सक्थे. Isn't it? उसले आफ्नो मात्रै स्वार्थ हेरेनन्. Isn't it? What happened is he tried treating both the mothers equally. उसले आफ्ना दुईजना आमाहरूलाई equally treat गर्न खोजे. That's why the story is very meaningful, that we have to think twice before we decide something. हामीले कुनै कुराको बारेमा डिसिजन गर्न अगाडि we have to think. हामीले सोच्नुपर्छ, and our decision must be wise. हाम्रा हरेक डिसिजनहरु वाइज हुनुपर्छ. That can be or that must be able to benefit others as well. हामीले गरेका कुराहरुले अरूलाई पनि फाइदा हुनुपर्छ. We should not think of ourselves only. हामीले आफूलाई मात्रै सोच्ने हैन. We should not be the self centered. हामी आत्मकेन्द्रित हुने हैन. We have to sacrifice our life for others as well. हामीले हाम्रो जिन्दगानी अरूलाई पनि contribute गर्न सक्नुपर्छ. Isn't it? So this is the meaning of the text. Okay? Isn't it beautiful? The story is really beautiful and interesting as well. Actually, personally, I'm very much satisfied with the story. But there are certain weaknesses of the story as well. You know what I'm going to talk about now, isn't it? I'm going to talk about the critical analysis. Isn't it? The story is very good because it has talked about the issues related to the wisdom, wise decision, and so on. So the story is very wonderful. But now I'm going to question the story. Is it possible to disguise? भेष बदल्न possible हुन्छ? And is it possible to bring back those people who are already dead? त्यो मरिसकेका मान्छेहरुलाई फेरि लाइफ दिन यता ल्याउन possible हुन्छ? And is it possible to, or for that deer, त्यो मृग जुन थियो नि, is it possible for that deer to disappear in a moment? एकै सेकेन्डमा चाहिँ त्यसलाई डिसअपियर हुनका लागि चाहिँ possible हुन्छ? Isn't it? Okay? And can a father take examination of his child or children? बाउले आफ्नो छोराको परीक्षा लिइराख्नु पर्छ? No. So in this way we can question the story. Okay? And now assimilation will be discussed in our upcoming video. Okay? Because we need some sort of story again, and the video will get unnecessarily long. Okay, so for today this much. Assimilation level will be told in our upcoming video, and along with assimilation we will try knowing this story from the perspective of Yudhisthira as well. यदि यो कथा युधिष्ठिर आफैले भनेको भए कसरी भन्थ्यो होला? Okay, we will know about it also in our upcoming video. So I hope you must have learned something. तपाईहरुले केही कुरा त सिक्नु नै भयो, isn't it? And if you like the video, don't forget to share among your friends. And if you are here for the first time, subscribe it to get more such videos.